I was recently looking through my lens collection when I realized my toniest lens was a measly Toneh 1.2. It's disgusting, so I had to get the toniature of a 0.95 of one Toneh. And we have it. Let's review it.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So Laowa pushing the boundaries with a full-frame 35mm Toneh 0.95 Mark II. I guess they already had one. I didn't even know about it. Oh, what was wrong with that one? So we got a 72mm filter thread, 755 grams. This is a hefty one. She eats pork. A clickable or non-clickable toniature. They're not loud clicks. Points taken off. So I want to compare this lens versus the Voigtlander 35mm 1.2, see which is sharper, widest open, and then let's go outside and get some magic, something. We're bound to get a squirrel in moonlight. Just one whisker in focus. Next to me is a Biggest Loser competition finalist. Only 1.2 of a Toneh in his heart, and he doesn't even realize the full potential of his soul. Is reaching beneath that in a fractionated decimal point-like fashion with a 0.95 of a 1/. I could be in focus. Next to me? Yeah, I smell it. I smell it. Cheese whiz. That's his major favorite food, and he has diabetes because of it. Just side by side though, like, this is obviously much lighter, but is it sharper too? That would suck for you, Laowa. That would really suck. The magic of a lens like this, the 0.95, it takes place outside when you see it. You're from a distance. You're pretty far away from the camera, but it still creates this 3D separation. We will see the magic. And then hopefully some slow motion crane versus heron action. Who will mate with who first? I'll get it. So right now I'm about 4 feet away from the camera. Let's bring it in a notch and increase that. That's not blurry enough, not for me. Let's do it. Okay, now what we've done is something very reasonable. There's plenty of room to move around within this field. Oh, I'm out. Right there, you're in, you're out. You could be in. This is the lens I recommend for YouTubers just getting started. Just throw a curveball at you. Just see if you can do it. See if you can do it. Just don't lean or move or show any emotion. If you sit right here, people will respect you because you have a blurry background, which means you're a movie. And people will pay to see it. Not you, like they won't pay you, but they'll pay for their internet. Let's move closer. Critical focus enabled. 0.95 on full frame, that's nothing. That's easy to work around. Unless you have eyelashes. Welcome to the cinema. We don't move here. It's 2046. We've all been paralyzed. Help. Oh. That was the minimum. Okay. So this is the closest minimum focus distance. I don't know why I was expecting more. Wow. So if you need this type of shot, may I suggest the Laowa 35? Alright, let's go outside, see if we can vlog with it, get some slow motion footage. I just wanted to show you the side by side roughly. Wow. It's bigger. It's a lot bigger, it's a lot heavier. It's noticeable. It's a hefty one. Feels good. Solid, all metal. It's like you could drop that thing off a building, and you should. And you should. Fantastic. It's an Argus, yellow, blue accents. Fantastic. That's not a microphone. Let's go outside. You can actually vlog with it. It's one of the better vlogging lenses. I can't tell if I'm in focus. I could be. In one moment of these 5 seconds, I will be in focus for a short amount of time. How's the stabilization? Can I walk with it? It's a good lens. Oh, hi there. Didn't even see you. I was just hanging out in nature. I'm not in a third dimension. I'm just in a normal dimension. There's nothing special about this situation. A leaf touched my ear. I stand out from the background in a magical way, huh? Not anymore, because I'm squatting like a midget. I focused on the tree, and I could be in its alignment path. So, best lens ever made. That's my review. So I'm gonna try to get some wildlife slow-mo with the 35mm. I imagine there's bound to be a duck that's used to being fed by humans. We'll get him in slow-mo, he'll dive. And the crane, there's herons and cranes down there. We'll get him. Magic. I focused on this one, hopefully. Probably this one. Oh, I suck at my job. Shirts down below. Join the cult of misfits. How we doing on some sun stuff? Oh, wow. Oh, it looks like an anamorphic lens. Kind of. Well, Anamorphia 3 is upon us. In theaters near you. There's a dragonfly that just landed on the branch. Fly, buddy. I can't tell if you're in focus, so move around so we know. There's a bear sneaking up on me in the back. Oh, he flew. There's so many ducks way back there. Is this good content? I found a mysterious thing out in nature. I'm continually focusing to... Oh, God.
The pond began as a natural depression behind Halliwell House. One of the first projects after the preserve was established was the enlargement and enhancement of this low, wet area into the pond we see today.
Is this cinematic?
It is a haven for urban biodiversity, providing habitat for fish and amphibians, a resting place for migratory birds, and a source of food and water for local mammals.
Okay, let's test the sharpness at the various apertures. Right now we're wide open, Toneh 0.95. That could be in focus. Here's 1.2. This is a very scientific test. Don't worry, wind doesn't exist. That's actually a lie. And there we are. 1.2. 1.4. Are we seeing it sharpen up at all? We're getting some background back in our life soon. Okay, Toneh 2.8. There we have it. Is that now sharp? Toneh 4. Oh, the magic actually looks better. When it's too blurred out, it's like, what's even back there? This is nice. Toneh 5.6. It's getting hard to see, even in this amazing viewfinder. Sony's a lie. I can't see the peaking. Where is it? Toneh 8 is upon us. It's the sharpest thing you've ever seen. You can eat these or use them as pillows if you can't find your way home. And here's Toneh 16, and that's the maximum we can do. Wow. All that was at the minimum focus distance. So fun lens. So I'm gonna go home and review the footage and let you know what I thought of the sharpness versus the Voigtlander. Is it worth the extra weight to have that 0.95? I should have done this at night. Maybe I'll throw on some night shots. I doubt it. I go to bed at 8:30. I'm a grandpa in a child's body. I'm gonna leave. So I've had a chance to review the footage. Here's my thoughts. We're on it right now at Toneh 1.4 to hope that we're somewhat sharp. Wide open, it's somewhat acceptably sharp. Pretty much the same as the Voigtlander. I wasn't spotting like any huge differences, so way to go. 0.95. Pretty sharp. Just nothing is ever in focus. They're marketing it as the widest, fastest full-frame lens, so it is that. They have accomplished that. A 35mm 0.95. It's the world's first, and congratulations. It's heavy. Does that mean I want to bring it with me? I don't know. I might go for the Voigtlander. It's a magic lens. It's hard to beat that thing. It's funny, companies send me these lenses and I always seem to have the counterpoint that's just better and cheaper and lighter. I don't know the price of this, but Flat Earth Santa sent me way too many good lenses. I'm so sorry. For me, the downsides were the closest focusing distance. That's where it struggles. And I was trying to do that the whole time because that's how you get the blurriest possible background, get as close as possible, focus. It wasn't very close, so it's nowhere near like a macro. If you look, here's two images side by side, the B footage with the Laowa lens versus like the Sony macro. It's fun to get that close up, but that's not the strength. I mean, 35mm 0.95, you had to compromise something, and closest focusing distance was it. It's also a bit of a long focus throw. There is a couple movements to it, whereas the Voigtlander is like, it's very short. I prefer that. The longer is more accurate technically if you really want to nail something, but using it in the real world, trying to track something, I like the shorter ones. And there's also no electronic contact, so I just noticed that on the Voigtlander there is. And when I zoomed, it was like punching in automatically. It says the aperture. So this doesn't, it's a mystery. So my final conclusion is it's an interesting lens. It's just the background is so blurry. To get that obnoxious 0.95, I don't know that we need it. Does anybody need that? I doubt it. And then it makes the lens so much bigger and heavier. I don't know. It's an interesting lens. I'm sure somebody can use it in certain circumstances that you can't get this look off any other lens. That just super shallow plus wide. I would love to see a 24mm 0.95. But Laowa pushes the boundaries. They have weird lenses, the probe macro lens, like they're doing stuff that people aren't doing. So thank you for pushing the envelope. Doesn't mean I'm gonna buy your envelope and mail it to my niece, but whatever. You've done well. Thank you for sending it to me. I'm gonna leave after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt or the lens through my links. I have no idea how much it costs. Hopefully it's affordable for you, because you better use my link. Thumb up the video and subscribe.